Welcome to Backstory and Beyond. My name is John Daniel, and I'm humbled to be your host today. And this special edition of Backstory and Beyond is focused in and dedicated to content creators all over the world, and especially those attending the NAB Show Las Vegas from April 18th to the 22nd. This NAB Show is an annual event, and it's a place where media, entertainment, and storytelling converge. That said, I want to emphasize to you that my guests today, number one, are friends, but they're subject matter experts. Number one is Mr. Mike McVay. Mr. McVay is an award winning radio veteran, president of McVay Media, which is a full service consulting firm that specializes in, among other things, content creation, network syndication, radio programming, podcast creation, and development and digital content. Mike, thanks for being here today, man. You know you my hero, so we've been here before.
Well, John, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My next guest, also friend, also subject matter expert, is Lakmal Walawage. He's a partner in the intellectual property team at Edwin Co LLP, a leading globally focused London-based law firm, which is proudly a B Corp. Thank you, Lakmal.
Thanks for having me, John, and a privilege to be here with you as well, Mike. I'm looking forward to the conversation together.
Likewise.
Gentlemen, you know, Backstory and Beyond is all about helping people be their best. It is focused on issues such as purpose, calling, peak human potential, and service to others. And that's what this episode is all about. How do we offer and answer the question, what are the first things content creators should be thinking about when it comes to intellectual property? I'm going to ask Mr. Lakmal to kick this off, but let me let the cat out the bag. I'm going to say a few things: brand, contracts, enforcement, collaboration, and AI. Lakmal, if you would take that first bullet and unfold your thoughts, and then Mike, you offer your reflections from the media perspective. Gentlemen, floor is yours.
Thanks, John. Yeah, all really powerful things to keep in mind, especially at the moment with your IP as a content creator. I mean, focusing on the first part of the brand, the power of brand is, really becoming more and more well known to the general public in the world, but obviously in the media sectors and content creation. Is central to businesses, the brand. It also, allows you to move into that commercialization phase where you can, license your brand or franchise your brand. But key amongst those things is first to start by protecting that brand. It's a registrable IP right. You'd want to register it in those territories that you reach and your viewers are in. Which can be extensive in the current world and on various platforms. You may be reaching an audience across oceans. Key thing to remember about trademarks is that they are territorial, so they only apply in the territory that you've registered them in. So it's important to go on and protect them in all the different places that you have viewers. And before that, I mean, preferably even before selecting a handle or a business name or brand name, it's good to do the due diligence at that time, just to see what else is out there. Make sure you're not treading on any toes in earlier registered trademarks. But if you can't do it when you're selecting the brand, you do it at the time of trying to protect or register the brand, the relevant intellectual property office. So two key things there with the brand is territoriality, making sure it's protected everywhere it needs to be, and then the due diligence before picking up that particular brand.
That's awesome. Mr. Mike McVay, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, brands have always been important, but they're more important today, perhaps, because there's so much noise and clutter. And, when there were three television stations and five radio stations in a market to bring it back to media was much different than today, where there are so many more radio stations and hundreds of channels on your television. And so owning a brand, protecting the brand, driving that brand through is critical if you want to be remembered. Otherwise, you just become lost. And so I think that from the standpoint of everything that Lakmal said, it's true that you have to protect it, but I think also culturally within organizations, you have to reinforce the importance of that brand. And I'll give you a quick example. 1980s, an adult contemporary radio station that I consulted in Orlando used the expression safe for the whole family. And that expression wasn't started by me, but the consultant preceded me. But the station embraced it and used it. When I went into consulting Christian radio in Dallas, we put that phrase on the station. No one challenged us. Years later, a company that's very well known as iHeart today was called Clear Channel. They bought the Orlando stations and then owned the brand Safe for the Whole Family. As other stations started using it, I waved a flag to my friend who was running Clear Channel at the time, running programming there, and said, you own this, you can stop other people from doing it. And he saw no value in owning it. I think if you own something, you need to stake a claim on it because it may not be valuable to you right now, but it could be for the generations that follow you. And I'm sure Lakmal has larger, more specific situations and examples, but brands are critically important. And if you own them, you need to stake a claim, just like somebody would stake a claim on land.
I love it, sir. These are the kind of things
Absolutely.
that make this so meaningful. One's use of who they are and their experiences. You also mentioned another word that sticks in my heart, culture. What's the culture that one is trying to move forward with their intellectual property? There's nothing more important than that because it's head, heart, habit, and hands for people.